Attorney David Daggett on WXII News 12.
Welcome back. High winds scattering debris all around the Piedmont Triad, even causing parts of an old tree to come down on a car.
It happened overnight at a rental home in Winston-Salem. So who's responsible for the damage? Our Margaret Johnson went to find out today.
Well, Wanda and Cameron, we're learning it all depends if God had anything to do with it.
Now, this is the second incident that I've had with my car, but this is the worst.
A shattered windshield with a big dent in the roof. This is what Julius Cornell woke up to Thursday morning after a thunderstorm rolled through the Greenway apartment complex on Gilmer Avenue.
I'm saying if you look at that tree right there, you can see it's just as dead as it can be.
Winds so strong they tore big limbs from this tree, and they landed right on Cornell's car. He told us he's repeatedly complained to his landlord about dead trees in the neighborhood, but nothing's been done.
Something needs to be done about these trees, because I'm telling you, we got kids around here, and these limbs are so dead that they can fall at any time and could kill somebody.
His landlord, Gordon Green, told us he is already on it. He's contacted his insurance company on the car damage and will address any problems with the other trees this spring.
You have to be at fault to be responsible.
Attorney David Daggett gets lots of calls from clients desperate to know who's financially responsible for damage when trees fall on their property.
It can be very confusing.
He says it depends on two things: if it's an act of God or negligence by the property owner.
When a storm comes through, if you have a perfectly healthy tree, you have done nothing wrong, you are not on notice of any dangerous condition, and because of the weather, an act of nature, that tree comes down and does some damage, you are not at fault.
Unless, he says, you knew the tree was bad and did nothing to take care of the problem.
Most people aren't vindictive in this sort of situation. They just want their problem taken care of.
And he tells me that this same principle holds true if a healthy tree falls from your neighbor's house onto your car or house. If it's an act of nature and it falls on your car, then your insurance has to pick up the bill. But if the tree was rotten and your neighbor knew it, it's his bill. Now, what if you're a renter, he says, and your lease makes you responsible for the trees on the property? Your landlord is not at fault. But if you do not have that agreement with your landlord and the tree is rotten, the landlord would be responsible. So